Hi, I'm John Ruther, owner of Northstar Motorsports. This is Peter, he's our sales manager. Here at Northstar, we are the original racing resource. As such, we feel it's our job to help educate our customers about the safety equipment items that we sell. We've been in business for over 20 years at Northstar, and between the two of us, Peter and me, we have in excess of 40 years of racing experience. So we know a thing or two about what should work and what doesn't work. Today we'd like to do a video about driving suits. Number one, what's the difference between an entry-level suit and a top-of-the-line suit? And number two, how should a driving suit fit? First thing I'd like to do is talk about the difference between an entry-level suit and a top-of-the-line suit. An entry-level suit, such as this OMP Sport model, would weigh, and let me digress a second, talk a little about how manufacturers weigh their suits. They would take all of the layers of the suit, a piece of material that's 1 meter square, and they'll simply weigh it. That way you can compare one brand of suit, one style of suit to another style, and you can compare the weights irrespective of size. So this suit is a 2-layer suit, 100% Nomex fire retardant material. It would weigh 400 grams, which is about 14 ounces. The suit that Peter has on is OMP's top-of-the-line One Evo suit. This suit weighs 235 grams, which is about 8 ounces. So there's a 40% difference in weight between these two suits. Now this suit costs $439. The suit that Peter has on is $17.99. And you say, okay, other than the weight, what do I get for the extra money when I buy a top-of-the-line suit? Well, let me go over some of the other features. First of all, the sport model suit has just a 2-layer Nomex collar, no soft lining on the inside of it. It doesn't have any stretch panels across the back of the suit. It just has a gathered elastic waistband. In terms of the quilting on the suit, which is done to actually pucker and keep air layer trapped between the layers of the suit, that's part of the fire prevention part that's built into the suit. This suit just uses straight vertical quilting, whereas the suit that Peter has on, they're actually done with diagonals, and it's part of the design of the suit. This suit, the entry level, has both a belt and patch pockets. Nomex cuffs on both the sleeves and on the legs. Now on the suit that Peter's wearing, this suit has no belt. It does have inset pockets like your slacks would have. The white panels that are on this suit are all breathable. That's designed to wick both moisture and heat away from your body while you're driving to keep you cooler. In addition, it's got stretch panels, some inside the leg area, where the sleeve attaches to the body of the suit, and across the back area. This is the stretch panel, and this is the breathable panel. And OMP uses they call their system the dry system, and that's what it's designed for, is to help keep you cool and keep you dry. So on the suit, in terms of, and also I might add that this suit comes in a host of different color combinations, so you have way more to choose from in terms of how the suit will look, rather than simply red, blue, or black. Now, we're going to talk about how a suit should actually fit. Number one, the sleeve length. Hold out your sleeve, Peter. When you're in the driving position, you want the suit to come all the way down to your wrist, so that there's overlap in material between your gloves and the cuff on the suit. Secondly, in terms of the legs, you want the Nomex cuff to be put inside the top of your boot, and then you can blouse the fabric down over the boot. When you sit down, you got to have it long enough so that the suit doesn't ride up and the cuff pull out of the top of your boot, so you have exposed skin down at the at your foot area. So those are the two things in terms of length of the suit, both in sleeves and in legs. Now, in terms of overall body fit, you want the suit to be comfortable, a little bit loose, not tight or constricting. If it's too tight, you're going to get hot and it's not going to be comfortable. Secondly, if you're going to wear a cool suit, you want a little extra room in the chest area so that when you have it on, the tubes on the cool shirt take up a little extra room. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of room in the chest area. In terms of the back of the suit, You want it to be a little bit loose, just like this one is. You want in the butt area, you don't want it to have the diaper effect where the thing's hanging down, but you also don't want it skin tight, because when you're in the driving seat, you want to make sure that this suit is comfortable. One of the neat things about a top-of-the-line suit, in addition to the breathable panels, is OMP actually makes their suits pre-curved. So the sleeves are designed and actually constructed in the driving position. Same thing with your legs. It's designed in the seating position so that the suit won't bind and it won't feel uncomfortable while you're in the race car. So those are a couple of the key features, both from a design standpoint as well as the differences between an entry-level suit and a top-of-the-line suit. I don't know if I've mentioned, but this suit sells for $439. The top-of-the-line suit that Peter has on is $17.99. So it's a big difference in price, but there's an awful lot of difference in terms of both the weight of the suit as well as the features that they both have. I might also say that all of these suits that we sell are both FIA approved, which this one is. They all have, by regulation, it must be done in gold fabric or gold thread on the back of the collar. Peter's has his, it's actually bright green on that one. And then this particular model is SFI approved, and the SFI tag's on the upper sleeve. The suit that Peter has on is also SFI approved, and they send us the tag. Some people don't want the tag on their suit, but we can have those put on the suit if you would require that. So those are the primary differences between an entry-level suit and a top-of-the-line suit. The other thing I'd like to talk about is at Northstar, we're proud to sell both or I should say not both, but the suits that we sell are OMP in terms of their entry-level suits as well as their top-of-the-line suits. OMP does have a mid-price suit that's in the $1,300 price range. We also sell suits from Adidas, Alpine Stars, and Sparco. If you have any questions about this video or driving suits in general, please give me a call at 800-356-2080. If you're interested in purchasing one of these suits, you can buy them online at NorthstarMotorsports.com. You give us a call at our phone number or stop by our showroom here in Barrington, Illinois. Thanks again for watching.